Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pocket. Take the dollar, dollar. Can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on, your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown. Puerto Rican testosterone. Power and money got me crazy cocky. No longer need you, poppy. I know you're mad because you can't stop me. And if you wonder how this player is future, honey, I think she smell my cologne. It's called brand new money. Making major moves, making a damn thing's funny. Pimpin' hood rats to playboy bunnies. They see the. They see it. They see it. Say what? Say what? Say what? Money. I'm global dollar dollar and roll without 50. Like to go out smelling fresh and looking spiffy. Don't like clean money. I want my wrist to be filthy. Plus with that retirement fund, I can't touch till I'm 60. So what am I supposed to do? Rollin' through, set it, patting them pockets, sell them, stacking, holding through. Ching ching, bling bling, catching cash.
Hello, WWE fans, and welcome to the WWE Universe. And this is the announcement I've been obviously we're on to the announcement side of things. Now, of course, as you may have heard in my previous discussion about Tribute to the Troops, I said that something else was also coming up in January 2017. And this something was actually announced by Triple H himself, the guy who's behind NXT. You probably have seen what he's done with NXT. He's made it like a giant quite recently in the duration. Now, what's so special about this announcement that Triple H has done quite recently? In fact, it was yesterday that this was brought together. Well, this past Thursday at least. Triple H went to the UK. He went to London, England in the O2 Arena to make a big announcement about the future of his relationship, WWE's relationship with the United Kingdom, which is obviously the UK. And obviously over the years, WWE have had many big stuff in the UK. They've had a SummerSlam host in Wembley Stadium. They've had Insurrection, Rebellion, both the UK pay-per-views that held in the UK. They've also had both Raw and SmackDown hosted here. They've also had, in the UK, they've also had live tours in the UK for Survivor Series and WrestleMania. But of course, what's next? What's next for the UK and WWE? Because not only, we've got WWE have got the contract with Sky to broadcast all their weekly televised shows on Sky TV, but what about the UK talent? What about the UK wrestlers, the wrestlers of the United Kingdom? Where do they fit in when it comes to WWE? Because the only UK wrestler who is active in WWE right now is William Regal, the general manager of NXT. Now, originally, there was Bad News Barrett, a.k.a. Wade Barrett, who was in WWE right at the beginning of this year, but then he left because of certain unagreements with WWE. So without Wade Barrett around, WWE now has to find new talent from the UK that they want to showcase. Well, and there is one good way of making that promise and to making sure that the UK has their own representation in WWE. And that is that Triple H had announced that in January 2017, there's going to be a tournament. And this tournament is going to be crowning the very first WWE United Kingdom Championship. Literally WWE UK's champion, pretty much. And it's funny because basically I've got wrestling figures, right? And I was trying to come up with some interesting names to call championship belts, because I have these. Obviously, you have toy championship belts with action figures these days, and one of the championship names I had in mind, because I kept thinking WWE would never do it, and that was WWE UK Championship. But now, all of a sudden, December 2016, here we are. WWE's got their own UK's Championship coming up. And I'm sitting there like, wow, they're finally taking notice of our country. It's amazing. It's just amazing how WWE have now realised that they, have now come up with this idea of a UK's Championship. Something that I came up with. Well, I literally made. Even though I haven't mentioned the concept on this channel, I actually had these visions of a UK's Championship with my action figures, and yet all of a sudden now WWE are now making it real, pretty much, which is insane. But however, this is going to be a part of a 16-man tournament where there will be 16 UK wrestlers from the UK, from all parts of the United Kingdom and Ireland, are all going to be taking part. In fact, funny enough, there are some wrestlers from Birmingham, there are wrestlers from Dudley, there are wrestlers from Glasgow, Northern Ireland, and so what, are all going to be taking part in this opportunity to become the United Kingdom champion, aka UK's champion. And this event will be taking place over a 2-day duration, which is, of course, January 14th and January 15th on the WWE Network. But, of course, tickets are now available for you guys to get. So if you're a UK's WWE fan and you want to go to Blackpool, which is where it's going to be held, in Blackpool's Impress Ballroom, then you'll be able to get tickets now from the Live Nation site. I'll put a link in the description if you want to get your hands on tickets to go to the 2-day event to check out some of the UK's best talent competes to become WWE's first UK's champion, which I would have to say good luck to you guys, because I have no doubt that these wrestlers are going to certainly not only pay the way for themselves, but they're also going to pay the way to the future of UK wrestlers in WWE, which I think is amazing. But what makes this even more amazing, and just think about this for a minute, okay? Now that WWE have now put a championship tournament based in the UK, Triple H even said that he is considering making a weekly TV show from WWE based in the UK. Now, for him to say that means big stuff is coming for the WWE in this country, because this means UK wrestling fans from WWE UK wrestling fans will be able to go and see UK wrestlers compete in a WWE ring every week. If this is what Triple H is trying to say, we will be able to see UK talent every week, not only on WWE Network, but people will be able to buy tickets to go and see the action, which I think is going to be absolutely incredible if Triple H makes this possible. Because if he does, I'll be flipping amazed if he finally makes this possible, because I think that's just an amazing idea that he's finally considering making a weekly TV show based in the UK for WWE programming, which I think is amazing that they're actually going to do this. But not only weekly TV shows is one of the huge possibilities, but also now that Triple H is doing this tournament, you've also got to consider WrestleMania. And the reason why I'm considering WrestleMania And why I say WrestleMania is because now that he's doing a championship based in the UK, focusing on the UK's talent, just think about this. Think about if Triple H comes out during early 2017 and announces that in 2018, which will be WrestleMania 34, it ends up being based in the UK. Just think about that. Think about Triple H coming out alongside Mr. McMahon and announcing that WrestleMania 34 is going to be in London, England, or in somewhere in the UK. That would be the biggest piece of news ever to come out of WWE offices, because that is what fans have been begging WWE to do. A UK's WrestleMania. And now, because he's made a championship based in the UK, I just have a funny feeling that Triple H is going to now be focusing on doing whatever it takes to make sure WrestleMania there's a WrestleMania based in the UK 1 year, or maybe a couple of years, or whatever. So don't be too surprised if Triple H comes out some point next year and comes out and literally tells us and surprises us with a UK's WrestleMania, because I just have this funny feeling that in 2018 we're going to be getting a UK's WrestleMania, or maybe 2019 or whatever. At some point, WWE are going to do a WrestleMania based in the UK because, one, they've got a UK's title now, and two, it's making it even more possible for it to happen now. It's building up to it. That's basically what I'm seeing here. It's building up to a big potential UK's WrestleMania based in the UK. The Hall of Fame, the fan access, the main WrestleMania show, and Monday Night Raw during WrestleMania weekend in the UK. I'm going to actually be totally honest here, but if he does announce a WrestleMania is coming to the UK in 2018, I'm going to buy those tickets. Yeah, I am, because this is what I've been waiting for Triple H and WWE to do for years, to actually sit down and think, UK's WrestleMania. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. And Triple H likes the idea of the UK being more involved with WWE, and the fact that he's now looking at UK's wrestlers from this country, from the UK, from my home, country. You just know the next thing he's going to do is going to be a WrestleMania venue search. Please, Triple H, just look around the UK at some point next year. Just look around the UK and sit there and tell me you want a UK's WrestleMania, because I know you want. I know he's gonna come in the UK at some point, and he's gonna look at all the venues until he finds the right one that fits in with WrestleMania. And don't be too surprised if he sits there and tells us either London, England, Birmingham, England, or Manchester, or whatever. Doesn't bother me, because the minute they announce that, I'm certainly going to say, yeah, I'm going, because you know what? Because I think it's going to be it'll be the most incredible event. Can you imagine how many fans would go to a UK WrestleMania? Can you imagine the experience of seeing a WrestleMania based in the UK, something that WWE has never done? That not only they would break a world record, they would get billions of positive feedback, billions of pounds. They would get loads of people wanting to tune in. The whole UK will be talking about it because it's a big thing. WWE has never made their WrestleMania event ever come to the UK before, and it'll be one of the most talked about things in in my home country if this was to happen. So, yeah, I just have this feeling now that at some point after the Royal Rumble, Triple H is going to come out and say something along the lines of, I know some of you have been asking for a UK's WrestleMania. Well, I'm pleased to announce that WrestleMania is coming to so-and-so in this country, in that country, or something along those lines. It's building to it. And especially looking at this championship belt, who would not, why wouldn't WWE go to the UK for WrestleMania now they've got a UK's championship? That would make them look so bad if they don't do it. So I think Triple H is going to make it happen. I really do. I think he's going to make it happen, and we're going to finally get what we've all dreamt for years. And if you're a WWE fan and have dreamt of a UK's WrestleMania, I think we might be in flipping luck, because I think Triple H is starting to realise that fans are trying to start looking at the fans and thinking, okay, I think we need to make this. We need to do a big event in the UK, and I think Triple H is going to start realising that. He's going to think, okay, one, we're going to get a WrestleMania host in the UK, and then after WrestleMania's had its UK moment, I bet you he'll bring Survivor Series to the UK, and then next minute he'll bring the Royal Rumble to the UK. Can you imagine that? If we get a UK's WrestleMania, he'll want a UK Survivor Series, a Survivor Series based in the UK, a Survivor Series pay-per-view event in the UK. He'll want the traditional Royal Rumble in the UK. It'll be incredible. Seriously, it'll be incredible, because this gives UK fans a chance to see the big shows of the year in this country. It'll be incredible. So, if Triple H can make some deal with Mr. McMahon and make him realise, look, just imagine the crowd in that arena if these pay-per-views were to happen in the UK. It will be electronic. It will feel like years ago when WWE had loads of fans coming in. It'll be incredible. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this tournament in the comment section down below. I'm actually impressed that they finally considered doing a UK's title, and can't wait to see the tournament and see who wins. So good luck to you guys, and good luck to all the wrestlers who are going to be a part of this show, and we'll see how it goes from here. Now, of course, not only do we have that coming up, but of course, New Year's Eve, Jim Ross is going to be a part of World of Sports of Wrestling, which I'm also looking forward to checking that out on New Year's Eve, seeing who's going to be involved. Maybe some of the wrestlers from the UK Championship Tournament might be on there. You never know. So until then, I'll see you all in the upcoming review from Roadblock, which will be happening maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending if I have the time to do it. Anyway, see you then.